We just had a class with my students for 3 hours, a number of different items. One of the things that today we went over was the use of double blocks taken from Kata Heian Nidan in karate. So in karate, we start with single blocks and then we go into double blocks. And just to make sure that my students know how to practice these techniques at home before their next class, and also those people who might be interested and have joined our YouTube site, we're going to do the double block with the use of back stance. And I'm just going to go over a couple of things that you need to know about this block. So first of all, when you do the technique, you don't want to overcompensate. Meaning, what I mean by that is, you don't want to do the block and your arm is over here or it's down here. So undercompensate, overcompensate. So when my partner attacks, I want to block and be balanced. So I'm in back stance and I'm in full control of my arms. So you don't want to undercompensate or overcompensate. So now there are a couple of options from that point on in terms of bunkai, what it is that you can do with the technique. So my partner attacks, and then from here I can open my hands and attack with a strike to the neck. So we'll do it to the other side. So my partner attacks, I block, strike to the neck. Or my partner attacks, I do a block, I wait for him to throw another punch, and then I do a tetsui, which is a punch to the temple. Or he attacks, I block, and I go into submission. Or he attacks, and I do a block, moving, punch, elbow. So that's a combination technique. But before all that happens, you want to make sure that your block works. Say again, going back to the basics. When my partner attacks, I'm going to slow it down. I go into back stance and I block. On one hand, I'm covering my temple. On the other hand, I'm intercepting stopping the punch. Again, don't overcompensate or undercompensate. And so when he attacks, I'm going to block, and then from there, do a technique. And so that's how you do the technique. So when you're practicing at home, you can stand in front of the mirror, make sure there are no furniture around, always be safe. And so from here, block and up, block and up, block and up. You don't have to go fast, but every time you do this, ask yourself, am I balanced? Am I right on the target? And then from there, you can do all sorts of combination techniques. And that's the lesson for today.